Hi guys, and welcome back to Shit Gaming. We are back in action with a 2,000 point Warhammer 40k 10th edition battle report, and it is the Necrons against the Custodes. Alright, 2,000 points of my Obeisance Phalanx, which gives my Lich Guard and Noble units, basically Necrons, Oaths of Moment. Pick an enemy unit and get +1 to wound. My very small, elite Necron force, being led by the Silent King, who is the god of the Necron tier, with 2 menhirs. We also have an Overlord with a War Scythe, a Tachyon Arrow, and a Resurrection. Going in a squad of 10 Immortals, the Chronomancer, mirrored twice, so 2 Chronomancers, 20 Immortals, all with Gorse Blasters. Then we have the Illuminous Zares, down in points, buffing up the Necrons with +1 AP and -1 AP for battle line units. Then we have the Deceiver, the Void Dragon, a Triarch Stalker, a Reanimator, and 3 Scarabs, as well as 5 Lich Guard with Sword and Shield. And that's 2,000 points of Necrons in this dynasty. I have a really good strat for -1 damage on the Silent King and all vehicle units, and a really good strat for 5 up, lethal to sustained. This is 2,000 points of Necrons, as we take a look at the Custodes.
Hi guys, and today we have 2,000 points of Shield Host Custodians. And the Shield Host gives critical hits on 5s for the Katars, or you can get -1 AP. We have Trajaan Valorius, who will be coming with a squad of Wardens. We have a Blade Wizard with the Auric Mantle for +2 wounds, who will also be coming with a squad of Wardens. We have a squad of Prosecutors for holding down an objective. We also have a Vindicare Assassin for trying to take out his HQs. We have a squad of Venatari Custodians, but they're going to be proxy to be having spears instead of the guns. We have a Caladius Grav Tank with the big boy gun, hopefully taking some major damage onto his big units. We have a Galatis Dreadnought with his sword and shield. Got a Telemon with the big boy gun, and a Achilles Dreadnought, a Nora with a shield. That's just for rule of cool. He's just a normal. And that's 2,000 points of Custodes.
The primary mission playing today is Scorched Earth, so you do actions on objectives and you hold it to remove them. Deployment is the lovely classic Dawn of War, and our mission rules shall be Inspired Leadership. The board set up by Maswar, playing on Imperial World. We have crates, blocking line of sight, buildings, ruins, statues. It has all fallen silent. The Silent King has come with his forces to take on the Emperor's finest. Dawn of War, Scorched Earth, shed rules, apply. And now we go to the deployment. We have deployed with the Necrons on this side, pretty simple. From right to left, I have the Void Dragon, the Reanimator, Lich Guard holding it down in the center, with the Triarch Stalker, the Deceiver, the Silent King in the middle, backed up by Immortals, the Overlord, the Chronomancers, Illuminor, and more Immortals with the Triarch Stalker. And we have nothing in our flank as we push over to the Custodes.
So we've got a Telemon over here with the Caladius Grav Tank. We've got the sneaky invisible assassin up there in the building looking for some line of sight. Just below we have the Blade Wizard with some Wardens. Got a Prosecutor unit just sitting in that objective there. And then we also have Trajaan Valorius with a Warden squad in the corner there as well.
And then for outflank, for the Custodes and Deep Strike,
we have an Achilles Dreadnought, a Calatus Dreadnought, and the Venatari.
Very nice. So it's the Custodes against the Necrons. Who will win? Choose your weapon as we begin. Scarabs are also in this corner. We have blue for the Necrons and kind of greeny for the Custodes. Ba-ba-ba-da-boom. Yes, Necrons take turn. So, Necron turn 1. We are selecting the reroll ones to hit and wound with the Silent King for his abilities. Our cards are behind enemy lines and no prisoners. Not ideal for Necron Scorched Earth game. We're going to just take the board, take the fight to the Custodes, push up, get some ball control, and see how the game goes in the first turn for the Silent King's forces. The Great Metal Army has advanced. We pushed up. Pretty simply, just advance across the board, through the Void Dragon up onto the objective, out of my buff range of the Reanimator, so hopefully it won't take too much punishment next turn. But I'm getting ball control. And I have some shooting. Basically, the Silent King can see those Sisters of Silence, who hopefully will be silent after I eradicate them. So the Silent King's can do everything into the Sisters, starting with the menhirs. Menhirs on 2s. Bam. Strength a lot. 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Silent King power. Ah! Failed the save and a sister falls to ash. 2 shots with a scepter of eternal glory. 2 shots. 2s to hit. Bam. Strength 10. 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Death wounds. 2 go through AP3, 3 damage. Go through AP3, 3 damage becomes AP2, 5 plus saves. 5 ups. Kill the sisters. Wonder. Finishing off with the Staff of Stars. If I wipe out this unit, I get 2 points and no prisoners. Let's go. 2s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Silent King. Need it as well. Everything hits. Strength 6 T3. 2s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Silent King. Bang. Everything. I'll go through AP1. Reduced because of cover. You have 3 plus saves. Bam. And you are just about wiped out. Made all but 3.
I want to CP.
Reroll to keep the unit alive for 2 points. Can he make it or fail it? Oh! Wiping out the Sisters of Silence. There is silence on the board. And we end Necron turn 1. Getting 2 points and no prisoners. Discarding behind enemy lines. Pushing out to the Custodes first turn. Custodes turn 1, they get a CP, no primary as of yet, still early doors. They get Established Locus and Recover Assets for their turn 1 cards, which is pretty much do actions in different zones of the board. But I killed their action monkeys, which were the sisters. So we'll see if they can take the fight to the Necrons in the first turn. End of Custodes turn 1, they've advanced up the Blade Wizard, reroll the advance roll, 3 to a 5, gonna try and charge the Void Dragon. You have this Telemon Dreadnought, who also moved up. And the tank stayed still to get lines of sight down the Silent King. Trajaan, the god of the Custodes, is hiding behind the building like a coward, as the shooting phase now begins. Is lining up everything down the line of sight into the Void Dragon. Quote-unquote piddly shot, sustain 1. 6 T11, so 5s to wound. 2 B1 is 4 pin ones. Makes one of them 5 up from the pain. Makes it. Void Dragon survived so far, but named the big cannon coming in from the tank. 4 shots, lethals, twin linked, D6 plus 2 damage. Coming in now, strength 12. Here we go, babushka. Everything hits, no lethals. 3s to wound with full rerolls. Oh, thank God you have no devs. Oh, it's a full house. 4 pin ones. Come on, Catan. Boom. Ooh, CP reroll. No, brother. 2d6 plus 2 damage that goes through that is then halved. So 2d6 plus 2, bam, okay. Becomes 3 damage, which becomes 2 damage, and that becomes 4 damage, which becomes 2 damage. I have 4 5 for the pains. And I make one of them. Void Dragon is down to 9 wounds. On spending a CP for lethal hits to shoot the Void Dragon, who has lost 3 wounds.
AP1, 1 damage.
4 shots.
AP1, 3 damage, 1.
It's not bad. Can the Custodes take the fight and kill the Void Dragon in turn 1? 4 shots coming in now. Lethals, hey!
CP for 1 lethal.
5s to wound. 1 CP for 1 lethal. And 1 wound extra. 4 movements. 8 rockets also come into the Void Dragon.
5.
On 2s and lethals. 2 lethals. 3 wounds in total. 4 up saves. Takes 2 damage. 5 up for the pains. Takes 2 damage. 7 wounds remaining. And that is the shooting from the Custodes.
Might be a bit of...
Might be a bit of pitter-patter. Custodes, you can have a thin line of sight into the Lich Guard with their assault weapons. But 4 T5 is 5s to wound. Maybe 1 2 damage. Oh my god, it's not bad. I do have 3 up saves. Make both of them. A 10-inch charge with the Blade Wizard. Reroll charges, turn 1, coming for smoke. Ashes. Oh, it's a reroll. He needs a reroll. They do it. Oh. Custodes are still stumbling out the blocks. Turn 1, push over to the Necron. Second turn. Discard both your cards, get a CP back, but nothing for secondary. Necron's turn 2. I get 10 points for primary. Nothing is battle shocked. I will heal my wounds in my command phase. And for secondaries though, first I will say that I got extend battle lines and sabotage. So do actions in terrain features and hold objectives. Void Dragons on 9 wounds, up to 3 CP. We get our secondary cards, get 10 for primary. And we're doing right for the Necrons, and we have chosen to Necron Oaths with my Obeisance Phalanx ability, this squad of Wardens. So all my Lich Guard and my Overlord's unit of Immortals shall be getting +1 to wound against that unit. As turn 2 move phase shall now unfold, and let us take you on this path of war. Necron's turn 2 movement phase has finished. We have kept the Lich God where they are, shifted up these Immortals with the Luminor and the Chronomancer, kept those Immortals in the building, but in range of the Reanimator for the buffs. Had the Triarch Stalker on this objective. The Silent King pushed up onto this objective with the Deceiver, whilst the Void Dragon pushed off the objective to take on these Custodes. And you rapid ingressed the Venatari. As the shooting phase begins, the Necrons on turn 2. Silent King is firing everything he can into the Wardens. One man here can't see, unfortunately, and you're popping up for it, feel no pain. With the one man here. 2 to hit. Reroll ones. Come on. Ooh. 2 to wound. That's a wound. 4 up in Vinyl. Super death. Oh. 2 Scepter of Eternal Glory. 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 2 hits. Nice. Strength 10s. Boom. 2 dev wounds. 2 dev wounds. Dev wounds, a Silent King. That's 6 damage that goes through. You can do it 3 at a time. 6. Stone pains. 1 guy takes a damage. Come on, he's down to 2 wounds. Can we kill him here? Oh my god. Takes another wounded a warden. He's on a wound, and we now have the Staff of Stars. 12-shot Staff of Stars. Rerolling ones. Everything hits. And then forced to wound because you're strength 6 T6. Bow. Rerolling ones. Okay, there's a few. Bam. Making no more. 2 up saves coming in now. Roll a 1. No, you roll 3 ups. Silent King fired, took a warden down to a wound. They're tough with their 4 up Film of Pain that has been activated. As the Void Dragon will now shoot everything into them. D6 plus 3 Voltaic Storm. Bam. Ooh, 8 shots. On 2, sustain 2 as well. Rerolling 1s because of the Silent King. Woo! Strength 7 T6, forced to wound, rerolling 1s, got 10 out of 8 hits. Silent King gives me rerolls.
What, everything?
Just 1 to wound, bam. Any AP1, you do have cover, so it's 2 ups, but it's 2 damage. Woo! Yes! Take 2 damage. 4 Film of Pains, 1's on a single wound. Yes, we kill him. 1 warden so far, that's all the damage we have inflicted upon you. Luminor has his big beam shots into the tank. No, the Dreadnought, sorry. Eradications into your Telemon. Hitting on 3s with the Luminor, rerolling 1s because of the Silent King. Go on! 2 hits. Strength 9, T12. 5's to wound. Nothing. Okay, cool story. And that will end the Necron shooting phase, because everything else is out of range. I'm going to start to burn this objective with the Triarch Stalker. So that will be burned at the end of your next turn. As you push now into Custodes turn 2. But before that, we have charges. The Void Dragon is going to charge the Blade Guard's unit. The Blade Wizard. He needs to make probably a 4 or a 5-inch charge. That is a 6. The Void Dragon makes it into the Wardens who have lost 1 Warden, and their 4 Film of Pain is gone. Coming in now, you're spending a CP for -1 to hit. No, you're popping that with your Qatar.
No, it's a CP now.
Okay, nice. Just a Qatar is gone. Okay, so -1 to hit with the Wardens. Coming in now with my Void Dragon, starting with his spear.
And then
5 attacks! Hitting on 3s now. Good rolls. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. 3 hits, we'll take it. Strength is 12, so 2's to wound hit, -1 to wounds, 3s again. Good rolls! Boom! All of them go through.
Oh, what's damage?
AP's a lot of damage, D6 plus 2. Okay. 4 of them on.
One's a dead dude, basically.
Hopefully. Fall to your sword, brother. Yes! 2 die. The Dragon takes down 2 Wardens, as the Blade Wizard and the 2 Wardens fight back. Sorry, also like watching on, like, hey, we could back it up easily. Lethals and 5s here. Coming back in. This is with Blade Wizard.
Yes.
Ooh. 6 T11, 5s to wounds, 6s are deaths. Getting 2 more wounds, so 3 wounds in total. AP3 through damage in once. Fails all of them. CP reroll makes that. Thank you. 4 damage goes through, feel no pains. No, 4 damage goes through. You guys pile in a fight. And lethals and 5s. 5s to wound here. And you got 3 lethals so far.
Just 1.
We'll go through invulnerable saves. Come on. Nah. Through feel the pains. Makes 1 of them, thankfully. Combat is tied. I might even hold the point now, actually. Down to 4 wounds, and I slayed 2 Wardens, and Necrons get 5 points for extend battle lines, and we're trying to sabotage with the Scarabs. As we push down to Custodes, turn 2. Turn 2 for the Custodes, you get your cards behind enemy lines and assassination. You get 5 points for your primary because the Void Dragon successfully tied up that objective, which was good play by the Necrons. And you have no battle shocks, 5 for primary, and we'll see what damage they can do as they still have a bunch of Dreadnoughts to bring in. And Venatari in reserve, coming in now. Movement phase starts.
So the Gladius grav tank move over while keeping a line of sight on the Silent King. Assassin stayed where he is. The Telemon Dreadnought has moved up to clash with the Catan. And Atari have moved into the centre of the board to potentially make some attacks on the Silent King or the Deceiver. Blade Wizard and the Wardens have fallen back of combat and are going towards the Silent King. Trajan's unit have come out of cover to try and get a charge onto the Strike Stalker, and double trouble Dreadnought time. They've come in from reserves, hopefully to apply some pressure.
Turn 2, Custodes. Movement phase has finished. They are coming on violence and applying pressure to the Necron lines. Can they break through and wipe out some big, juicy targets?
And I'm going to do a sticky on this.
Nice for a CP. Nicely done. Necrons have 3 CP. Let's kick it off in the shooting phase. Someone's firing everything into the Void Dragon. Shots. Ba-bam. 5s to wound. Nothing. Telemon did nothing in shooting. Yeah, the
D3.
D3 with the flamer. One hit.
It's Twiddly. Strength 7. 1 wound.
Here's the Void Dragon. Can you barbecue him? 4 up invuln.
1 ledge.
Makes it. Pull back and shoot and charge with them. And you spend another CP to make that objective sticky. So you're out of CP. Fire with the Telemon. He fluffed. Continuing with the shooting though. You have.
These guys are good at shooting.
They shoot as well. 3 hits with spears. Wounding on 6s though. 1 wound. 2 damage. Invuln. Assassino forgot to shoot last turn, but he's now going to shoot into that Chronomonster, the bronze one. 1 shot.
Heavy, so hitting 2.
Here's on 2s. Stayed still. Get a 1. Huh. Oh shit. Get that Chronomonster. You 7s, 3s. Bam. Damn it, he got it. You just slay my Chronomonster, meaning my front squad Immortals loses their buff. And the unit has to take a Battleshock test. 2d6, but I can +1 to this because of the mission rule. I fail it. But the Silent King, once a game, allows the unit to ignore Battleshock. So, ignore it. 4 points for Assassinate. Ba-ding. Ba-ding. Tank's gonna fire big guns into the Silent King, little guns into the Void Dragon, spending a CP for -1 damage on the Silent King. Activate Energy Shield. 4 shots coming in. Lethals, rerolls, twin linked. Let's go. Misses. 1 lethal. 3's to wound, sir.
3's to wound, and then twin linked.
Miss. Okay, you don't need twin link. Jesus Christ. 4 invuln saves. Yeah, he failed statistically average. First one, D6 +1 because I -1 of the damage. 1 at a time because I have men hits. 2 go through. First one is 4 damage. Doesn't kill a men hit. Yes. Second one will kill that men hit. Men hit slain. And then the rest into the Void Dragon. 4 hits with the sustained, and you get wounding on 5s. 4 wounds left I have. You get 2 wounds. 2 wounds. Invulns. Making 1, feel no pain. Fails 3 wounds.
This is what's going to happen.
Atari shooting all their spears into the Silent King, who's lost a men here. But I have -1 damage.
It's not meant, yeah, it's not valuable, but...
On 2s, there's a few 1s. 4, 6 is wound. Oh no. But firing everything into the Immortal squad who lost their Chronomonster, but still have the Overlord. On 2s. Strength 4, T5, and the Immortal also wounding on 5s. Bam. Not bad roll at all. 4 go through with AP 1, I reduce AP, so 3 + 6. 2 die. Trajan miss on the right is going to shoot into the Triarch Stalker. Yep. Flamer hits, winning on 5s with twin links. 1 damages. 4 invuln, which I fail. The Achilles is going to shoot the Adraphic Destructors into the Immortals, and then the Spear into the Triarch Stalker. 2 shots into the Immortals. Ba-bam! 2 hits. 65, 3's to wound. Let's go.
Twin links.
Oh, 2. 3 damage. I do have cover, and then reduce AP, so 3 ups. 1 dies. That's 9. T9 on the Triarch Stalker, so 4's to wound. Nothing. Triarch Stalker was T8, but still wasn't a wound. Now you have charges. Trajan needs a 9-inch charge into the Triarch Stalker. In action. Let's fail.
Fail.
Okay, red to the Triarch Stalker, 9 on each. This objective getting burned. Scorched Earth. First one fails. Second one. Should he do this? There you go. Silent King, they make it. One makes the charge, then Atari make the charge, and these Blade Wizard with his Wardens are making the charge into the Silent King as well. So you try to cut the head of the Necron Snake. It's holding the line with the other Dreadnought, as you have this Dreadnought pushing up, the Gladiator. The Glatus. Alright, melee phase begins, and I do have 2 CP to interrupt. Where are we starting? Starting with the Telemon, choosing sustained 5s, coming into the wounded Void Dragon. Bam, sustained 5s. 2 sustained, 2 misses.
That's not.
3's to wound the Void Dragon. T11, strength 12 here. Come on, Telemon. Bam! Everything wounds. Invulnerable saves. Making 3 of them. Failing 2 of them. Damage. 6 damage goes through. Halved is 4 damage. 3 is 2. I'm on 3 wounds left. Need to make 2 5+s to live or die. I'm alive! I'm alive. I might even be obnoxiously alive. No, I'm barely alive. The Silent King is going to interrupt and slice these Venatari. Silent King coming into the Venatari. He has 12 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, both to hit and wound. Strength 8, AP3, 2 damage with lethals. Silent King! That was amazing. Increase the wound. Rerolling 1. Bow. 2 wounds go through, 4 pin ones. You roll pretty okay. 2.5 Venatari dies, you can now fight me back. You kill us.
I think he does damage on the charge.
You fight, you do mortal wounds. 4 up because you charge is flat 3. 2 up is D3. Oh, flat 3 mortal wounds. 5 attacks plus 1 to wound coming in now. Strength 12. I have 8 wounds left. So 2s to hit and 2s to wound, basically. This guy's disgusting.
I also get my Custodes.
Sustain 5s as well because of his Custodes. Spicy. Back 2s. Ugh. 4 big ones. Making a few of them. 3d6 plus 3 damage going through. You need to roll like a 5 and 3 dice. Yeah, does he explode? Achilles finds the Achilles heel of the Necrons and wipes out the Stalker for the first vehicle killed by the Custodes.
Okay.
Stop, you're getting the heat going and he stopped the scorching of that objective.
Have you got some more?
King's getting hit by the Venatari, lethals on 5s. On 5s! Ah!
Oh, not many.
Okay, 5 lethals and then 5 to wound.
7, so 5.
T10, baby.
Yes.
Cool. 4 big ones. Okay, not great. You killed you killed the man here, and then you do 4 damage to the Silent King. Kill the man here, Silent King's on 12, now you step up with the 2 Wardens and the Blade Wizard. 2 lethal 5s. Bunch of 1s, there's a few 5s in there. 5 lethals. Nothing else there.
One more.
Oh! 6, 4 up in 1s! No! Takes 8 damage. Inside, I needed the -1 damage. Silent King's on 4 wounds left. You have the Blade Wizard. With how many attacks?
You got 5 attacks, strength 6, AP3, flat 3 damage with devs.
Ooh.
So we're looking for 5s again for the lethals.
Oh no.
Although
2s. Oh! Lethal so far, that could be over. No devs, please.
Looking for 5s and 6s.
No, really 3s and 2s. 3s and 2s, 1s and 2s. Thank you. 4 pin ones! 2 4 pin ones! 2 4 pin ones! Silent King power. Oh, he's down to 1 wound. Oh my god, he's alive with a wound. Silent King's alive with a wound. Void Dragon's alive with a wound.
That's just not fair.
You kill the Triarch Stalker. I fight back with the Void Dragon.
That's just not fair.
Woo! 5 attacks with the Void Dragon, hitting on 2s. Get 4 hits. Anti-vehicle 2+. 3 go through. 3 up 3, 4 up invulns, d6 plus 2 damage. Tear fails 2 of them. So 2d6 plus 1 damage. Bam! 12 damage goes through. Oh, he one-shot the Telemon. He's only got 12 wounds. No! Oh. The Void Dragon one-shots the Telemon. The Necrons held it down just about. And you get 4 points for assassination, and your other card you didn't do. Burning behind the lines for a CP as you push down to Necrons turn 3. Necrons turn 3. We spend a CP to auto pass the Battle Shock on the Void Dragon. We have a Battle Shock test to take on the Silent King. Passes it with flying colours. The Silent King healed up 3 wounds. Void Dragon spent a CP to pass the Battle Shock and healed a wound. And we have also got containment for our secondaries as well as assassination. Dragon is hanging on in there, as is the Silent King. I'm going to see what we can do in turn 3 for the Necrons. And the Necrons claim 10 points of primary. Phase, push the Void Dragon towards death or glory. He's getting overwatched by the tank. He's on 2 wounds remaining. 4 shots, lethals. All you need is a 6. Oh. Oh, he gets it! Who? No! Damage d6 plus 2. So d6 plus 2 halved. 5 damage, which becomes 7. Halved is 4. I gotta make 3 of these. Boom! No, you killed the Void Dragon. The Void Dragon dies in Overwatch and the Void Dragon in the mid phase. Also, I gave these guys +1 to wound with my noble units. And yeah, mid phase continues. You kill my Void Dragon, turn 3 for the Necrons. And you've also killed the Chrono Monster. And I healed 3 immortals in this squad. In the moon phase, kept the Silent King in combat, pushed over the Deceiver, pushed around with the Lich Guard, pushed over the Animator, and then lined up the gun line with the Immortals with Illuminor there to blast this Dreadnought and go for efficiency. And we're gonna continue. Kept the Scarabs behind the building, and we have assassination, so we're gonna try and assassinate. +1 to wounded that Warden squad with the Blade Champ. We're going to continue. We have shooting. Now we'll begin. We're going to do the Silent King. He's going to fire everything into the Venatari. 3's to hit, rerolling 1. The Silent King. Bam. Bunch of 2s.
Yes.
Another 1. Trent 66 4s. Bam. Pretty good. P1, 3+ saves. 1's a wound. Yes. Yeah. 2 shots from the Scepter of Eternal Glory. You've wiped out my menhirs. Of Eternal Glory, 2 shots on 3s. Bam. 2 hits and dev wounds. Rerolling 1s though. 1 wound, AP3, 3 damage. 4 up him on a death. You choose death. 2 Venatari remaining. And we have some more shooting. We'll push over to these 10 Immortals. Going to fire everything into that Dreadnought. That Achilles. An extra AP because of Illuminor as well. Cool. Light up the Gorse Blasters. Chronomancer with his Aeon Stave and also my Tachyon Arrow. Chronomancer with the Aeon Stave and the Overlord with the Tachyon Arrow are also going to shoot into this Achilles. 3's the Immortals, but rerolling 1s because Silent King to hit and wound. And lethals. 1s, Silent King. Bam. Strength 5, T9, so 5s to wound, but I'm rerolling the entire wound roll. Because you're on the objective. 5 to wound. Good thing for rerolls. Oh, wound roll, most powerful wound in 10th edition. Bow, look at that. Whoa. And you go through all AP2 because of Illuminor, no cover as well. Up saves. Jeff on a pins. 2 wounds, now we have the Tachyon Arrow. 1 shot on a 2 hits, and strength is 12, so that's not a wound. The Aeon Stave as well. D6 on 3s. So rerolling 1s. 2 hits, and then 5's to wound. Rerolling 1s. 1 wound, AP1. Becomes AP2. 4+. Makes it. Luminor is going to fire everything into your Achilles. 3's to hit. Only 1 hit. 4 to wound. That's a wound. AP3, 3 damage. Oh, he would have died. This Immortal scored 20 shots. They're going to do... they don't have the rerolls to hit, so they're just going to do everything into the Achilles. 20 shots into the kill this! Achilles! 3's to hit, lethals as well. 5's to wound with 5 lethals, rerolling everything. Come on, let's get a few more. There we go. Whoa! Not many more AP2 because of Illuminor, powering me up with my powers. Of Illumination! 4-ups, you fool. Definitely. The Immortals fired and wiped out that Dreadnought, taking down one of my problems I have to face. Finishing the Necron shooting phase in turn 3. As we push to the melee, we have the Deceiver and the Lich Guard going to double team. Do I want to double team? Yeah, I'm going to double team these Wardens. Deceiver is just going into the Wardens. Oh! The Deceiver fails, I have no CP. The Lich Guard are coming in as well. They make on. There's the 11. The Deceiver into these guys, but I wanted to get assassinate points. The Lich Guard make the charge though, and that is all the charges I make, so I'm going to start with them. Lich Guard only get 3 attacks each, so 15 attacks, and he's spending a CP for -1 to hit. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s though. There's a lot of 1s. 1s to reroll. Conversions. Kept that as a 2. No. 6, T6 is 4s, but I get +1 to wound, which becomes 3s. 3's to wound. Bam, everything. Hit, we slice. 4 up in 1s. Come on. I do 1 damage. What the hell? Down to 2, I failed the charge of the Deceiver, and now you can fight back into the Silent King. Uh-oh. Fighting back with the Wardens, the Blade Wizard, everything into the Silent King, who stayed in combat. It hasn't fought yet. Use lethals 5s with the Wardens. Lots of 1s, please. Thank you. 2 lethals, 5s to wound. 4 wounds, invulns. Come on, Silent King! He's alive! He's alive with 2 wounds. King's alive with just 2 wounds on the 3rd turn. The Blade Wizard steps up. Can he slay him? 2's to hit. Lethal 5s. He already gets 2 lethals, 3 lethals. A dev could end it all. Oh! King dies, but does he explode to go without with 1 last bang? Boom! The King is taken down in my turn. As well as losing Silent King, I also lost the Void Dragon, so not amazing for the Necrons. As that will finish Necron turn 3. We'll get nothing for secondary, as Assassination I didn't do, discarding both my cards. From turn 3, we fell back with the Immortals after they shot with the Chronomancer. You killed the Silent King, and push now into Custodes turn 3. Custodes turn 3, they get Cleanse and Defend Strongholds, and they manage to pass their battle shocks, but only get 5 for primary because they're not holding the center. I knocked them off that objective. You killed the Deceiver, sorry, the Void Dragon and the Silent King. Yeah. Turn 3 moving phase begins.
Yeah. So the Assassino is moved down and going to advance roll to just clip this objective here. The tanks moved over to get a line of sight on the Deceiver. I spent a CP to fall back, shoot and charge with the Blade Wizard and his 2 Warden companions. We've got 2 Venetaris just staying where they are. Trajan's Valorant squad has moved up to finally try and get into the battle. And Galatis Dreadnought has moved up as well.
Shooting phase, kicking things off, doing the tank, big shots into the Deceiver, little shots into the Lich Guard. 4 big shots into the Deceiver, -1 to hit though. He's a Deceiver. Okay. It was there. So 2 misses. 3s to wound, sir. T11. Only 1. Invon. And I have an air failed, but then a CP reroll, which I make. Yes, I'm so sure. 3 hits into the Lich Guard, wounding on 3s. And I have 3 wounds, AP 1.
I think it's AP 1.
3 ups, which I make also. 2 Wardens are firing to the Lich Guard. Wardens.
2s.
Nice. And then 5s to wound, T5. Tough old Necrons. 1 wound.
1, 2 damage.
3 up save. Make it. Atari come in, same again. 4 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing. That's an advance again on the point, which he did, but he can't shoot. So pushing over to this flank. Trajaan squad shooting into this squad of Immortals without the Chronomancer. Who's to hit? Nice. Just a wound here. Strength 4, T5. 1, but reducing AP because of Illuminal, so 3+. 3+ saves. Nothing else. Got 2 hits, winning on 4s, 2 AP2.
3 damage.
AP2, 3 damage, but these 2 have cover and I reduce AP, so on these 2 it will be 3+. And 1 dies. Use this Immortal.
And then D6 shots.
D6 shots with the Flamer from the Dreadnought is coming into the Immortal. What's wound?
Yeah, it's the Flamer.
Strength 5. 1 wound.
AP1.
Reduce AP. Takes a die. Kill 2 Immortals from the Galatis Dreadnought and Trajaan squad of Wardens. And now that is all the shooting has been fired. You haven't done too badly. You managed to kill a couple of Immortals and that was pretty much it, so not amazing. The charging you could improve. 10-inch charges from both the Dreadnoughts and Trajan's unit into the Immortals.
Okay, so we'll start with this Dreadnought
Yep.
into the squad on the right.
Okay, my left. Get 10. You have no CP. Fails it. Trajan, make it up for it. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh! Makes it into Immortals without the Chronomancer. Oh no. Venetari and Blade Wizard with his Wardens into the Deceiver. As we made the charge with Trajan, this turn 3 is spicing up. The Custodes are not giving up. They're fighting ferociously for the Emperor. Everyone into the Immortals, start with the Wardens. Sustain on 5s. Uh-oh. I have no -1 to hit as well, because you killed my Chronomancer with an Assassin. 2s to hit, so lots of 1s, please. Bajillion hits with the explosions on 5s, wounding these Immortals on 3s, Wolfingtons.
Okay.
3s. Reducing the AP, so it's AP2 to AP1, so 4 ups. Bah! No. After all that, you wiped out all the Immortals, just the Overlords left on 2 wounds. Trajan steps up to the plate. 1 miss, no sustained. Okay, 4 wounds. 4 Bimmer, make it. Thank you. 4 Bimmer, make it. No, CP reroll. Make it. Thank you. No! I'm dead. I made the last 2 as well. Wiped out my Overlord. Saltiness increased. Wiped out those Immortals here, and you're pushing over to the Deceiver. The final showdown. Lethals starting with the Wardens and the Blade Wizard.
So Warden.
10 attacks on 2s. -1 to hit is not applied because it's only in shooting. 4 lethals, winning on 5s to wound though, T11. Just 1. 5 go through. Invons! Come on! Making only 4 of them. Failing 4 of them, sorry, but feeling no pains. Making 1 of them takes 3 damage. Blade Wizard with 5 attacks. Lethal 5s. No lethals. Going devs wounds. 5s and 6s. 4. Bada! 1 dev, 1 wound. Invon to make. Thank you. And then Dev becomes 2 mortals. Feeling no pains. Takes 2 damage. On 7 as now the Venetari strike. 3 lethal, not bad though. 5 to wound here. 5 wounds. Invons! Bam! Fails 3. Feel no pains. Making 1 of them. He's on 5 wounds, but he's not dead, as he can now fight back into the Blade Wizard's unit. On Deceiver, 2s. Yeah, 7 hits. Strength 8, -1 wound is 4s. Oh, okay, 3 wounds. B3, 3 damage. 3 go through. Come on! Wipe out the Blade Wizards. Yeah! Custodes turn at number 3, and they will get some points. Burn, cleanse, and you're holding on to defend strongholds as we now push into Necron's turn 4. we have finished moving phase. Necron's turn 4. This game has been really enjoyable to play. Hopefully it's been enjoyable to watch. We have got a bit of a smart brain thinking caps on. Push the Immortals left side. Gonna blast these boys and then basically move up onto the point to deny your primary is the play. And Illumina's just gonna stand it and hold it down, hopefully. And see if we can just kill a couple dudes. Deceiver staying in combat, and the Lich Guard have ventured right to come and kill the Assassin and try and get secure No Man's Land, as that is secondary points, is just the play of the game. And we also have Defend Stronghold for our cards. So also in Necron's turn 4, we battle shocked nobody, you did a lot of damage, and we got 5 points for primary and a CP, which we're going to probably use to reroll that charge. It's getting to the end game now, but we're not quite there yet. But you're with us for the journey. Shooting phase sharp again. We're going to fire all of the Immortals into the Wardens. We're popping a Inferno Pain, of course. 20 shots coming in, hitting on 3s, lethals, and extra AP as well. Power of the Immortals. Lethals! That was a good roll. Winning on 5s here. Rerolling 1s though, because I'm an Immortal. Okay, 4 more wins. Not bad. Let's go through AP2, so you have 4 ups. 4 ups makes a really good roll. 4 Inferno Pains, which you take it down. Monster's got D6 on his... Come on! Yes, and it's blast as well, so I get +1. Hitting on 3s, that was a bit better. 4 hits. 5 to wound, benefiting from the reroll 1s, because he allows the Immortal rule for 2 wounds at AP2. 4 ups. Come on! No. So I shoot, I can move the Immortals, which was the key play. Move the Immortals up after they shoot, and they've taken that objective and secured the No Man's Land on this side. It is a monster, so he can shoot in combat, and he's going to fire everything into the Blade Wizard. It's on 2s.
You bracketed?
Nope. Only 3 hits. Strength 6, T6, force to wound devs. Anti-character 4+. 1 mortal wound. I believe it's the end of my shooting phase. We just basically did a wound here and did a wound there. Not amazing at all, but we took that point. Hopefully we're going to take this point. We have an 8-inch charge to make it or break it. Come on, Lich Guard. Into the Assassin. Needing an 8. Up, CP reroll. Come on, please. Come on. Yes! The charge of the Lich Guard, that CP was so worth it. And now we're going to start with the Lich Guard, 15 attacks into the Assassin, who we got +1 to wound against for our Obeisance Phalanx Oaths. Attacks, hitting on 3s. Good rolls. So +1 to wound is 2s. Does come into effect. Okay, cool, that many wounds. 4 of him, 1, 4 wounds. He dies perfectly. Assassin is slayed. Revenge from my Chronomancer. Lich Guard, well done. Fight back, probably with Blade Wizard and my Deceiver.
Yes, Blade Wizard.
5 attacks with the Blade Wizard. I've killed his Wardens.
Obviously going for lethals here.
Yep, on 5s. For 1 lethal, 2 lethals. 2 lethals, 5 and 6s. Stay back. Yes. 2 go through with 4 ups. No, fails both. That's 4 damage, 5 for the pains. Feel my pains? Yes, make 1. Okay. Now, I fight back into your Venatari. 1 on 2s, Deceiver. Deceiver. 2 1s. It's okay. 3s to wound. 4 wounds. Okay. Go through AP3, 3 damage into those Venatari. Venafalter! Yes, that wiped out. Slays the Venatari. Takes the objective. End of my turn. That will be the end of the turn. I managed to wipe out the Venatari, wipe out the Assassin, score 5 points for secure No Man's Land. And yeah, and now we'll push now into the turn 4 for the Custodes, as I keep Defend Stronghold, and you get Defend Stronghold as well. Push now to Custodes turn 4. Turn 4 Custodes, they call for battle shocks, they get 5 for primary, they get overwhelming force and secure No Man's Land as their turn 4 cards. And yeah, it's thin on the ground for both sides, but we still have the scary centre of Trajaan and all his boys untouched. But they use that the 4 from the pen.
Yes.
We'll see how this game goes.
So the Wardens have moved over in a position to get some shots off on the Immortals, as well as charge Zeras and hopefully catapult onto the Necron's home field objective.
Stopping deploy the main defense stronghold.
And then the Galatis Dreadnought is just holding down, gonna flame, gonna charge, gonna try to do as much damage so we can hold the objective. The Blade Wizard has moved into a central position to be able to charge back into the Deceiver or over into the Immortals, depending on what happens in my shooting phase.
The Lich Guard.
Yeah, pardon me. And then the tank has moved up off the objective because it is sticky, and he's going to shoot and charge the Immortals.
Lich Guard.
Lich Guard.
Objective is sticky.
Okay.
Shooting phase. Big tank, everything into the Deceiver. -1 to hits, hitting on 3s with lethals. Yes. Yes, yes. And then twin linked. So 3, so that's 2. Double sixes! Yes! Yes! I love you, baby. The sustain gun. 1 hit only. And that's... A wound? Okay. In 1. Well, I'll be damned. Fun of pain. Not today. This dreadnought is flaming my immortals. 6 hits. Uh-oh. 4 to wound. Twin linked. Uh-oh. Bruh. Shooting from these boys, and you have some shooting from... Yeah, just those boys pretty much. And that's turn 4. Shooting phase almost done. Trajan's unit into the immortals. -1 to hit. Roll 5 sixes to wound for 2. AP reduced, so 3 ups. Losing them all. Gets a wound as well from Trajan. Kind of holding it down, being tanky in the 4th turn. And I still have some scarabs lurking in the building. Okay. Charge phase. Where are we starting? Blade Wizard into the Lich Guard. Lich Guard needing a 7. That's 5. You reroll charges though.
Yeah.
Oh! Charging the Lich Guard. Blade Wizard failed the charge.
Okay, these guys are going in here, also in.
Nice. And then
these guys are going in as well.
into Luminor. Or into both?
I don't know.
Into both with Trajan's unit. Alright, you got combats across the board, my friend. Where are we taking it away?
We're going to use Trajan's once again ability to fight twice.
Ooh.
So 12 attacks.
Into Illuminor. Just in case he has an extra guy coming in now to Illuminor. Main 5s with Trajan as well. Yeah, you probably should do it. Oh, there's so many 5s. 14 out of 12 hits of Trajan. You're wounding on 3s. That was pretty good. 4 up in ones. Illuminor. Okay. Oh no. Illuminor takes 15 damage. 4 for the pains. Bam. Illuminor takes 6 wounds. He's still alive! Down to 3 wounds. Illuminor has a 4 for the pain. 5 attacks with the warden into Illuminor on 3 wounds. Sustain 5s again.
Sustain still might be good.
Still might be good. Yeah, you get 2 5s to wound here, sir. Only 1.
I'm surviving Trajan.
Fails it, 2 damage, 4 from the pain. He's a friggin' boss. Takes another damage. After 2 wounds, Illuminor's tougher than the Silent King.
And then the other guys are gonna go.
And then you have 3 guys, 15 attacks into my immortals. -1 to hit though, as well. Is 3s to hit, but 5s are sustained. 3s to wound. Okay. Illuminor has 4 ups. 4 ups because of Illuminor. Ooh, still kill 6 brothers though. 6 Necron brothers. Can the Galatas wipe out 3 immortals piled in, couldn't tie out of range. 8 attacks, sustained on 5s. Woof. Hitting on 3s though. Chronometron. 8 T5, 3s to wound. Checking. Ooh, 4 ups. There's a world where I live. Chronomonsters on a single wound as the immortals are slayed. But Illuminor lives today. And I'm gonna defend the stronghold as well. Didn't do anything. Illuminor now can fight back and hopefully do something into these Trajan's unit. 3s to hit is Illuminor. Everything hits. Strength 9, 3s to wound. Becomes 4s. Doesn't matter. Still get 2 wounds. AP 2, 3 damage. AP 3, 3 damage. Oh! Being 1 doesn't matter. Single-handedly kills 2 wardens by himself. If he kills a model, his range gets buffed, so he's got a 9-inch range, but he killed all my battle lines, so never mind. But he's a bit of a boss, and he didn't die as well. And I also can fight back with the Lich Guard. Reflecting on that turn.
I get a secondary, which is...
3 points for overwhelming force. I get 3 points for defend strongholds. On reflection, the Custodes weren't too happy with that. By the fact that Illuminor lived, didn't make the charge with the Blade Wizard, and you couldn't quite push me off my back objective or that objective, so I will get 10 for secondary. Push down to the final turn for the Necrons. Scores on the doors. I did 1 damage to this tank as well. It's turn 5, the final turn. For my cards, I got marked for death. You selected the Galatas, the Wardens, or the tank to slay. And my other secondary is bring it down. So there's an idea to go for the tank, or do I reinforce Illuminor? And we'll see what happens in the Necron final turn movement phase. Right, so end of Necron turn 5. If we kill this tank, we get a lot of points. So we're investing all our resources to kill this tank. Deceiver's going to push over. Lich Guard gave them +1 to wound against the tank. And the Scarab's going to come out the building and explode. We're not back out of combat, sorry. End of movement phase. I don't want to die. And then we're going to just throw the Chronomancer into the building. Like so. And he's actually going to come onto the objective as well, just to be a little nuisance. And that is the end of movement phase for the Necrons. We have 10 points of primary in the bag, and hopefully we're going to kill this tank and get a lot of secondary points. And we have no shooting, really, so we're just going to jump straight into the charging phase, and we have a charge from the Deceiver into the tank. Overwatch, my Chronomancer did 2 wounds. I have shooting. The Deceiver will try and shoot this unit, might as well. Deceiver fired back with his cosmic power.
Precision?
Yeah, Precision did 2 wounds to Trajaan. Illumina fell back, he's on 5 wounds. We have a 7-inch charge to make now with the Deceiver. Come on! Yes, it makes an 8. Scarabs make the charge, Lich go make the charge, on the charge, sorry. Exploding a Scarabs, give me a 6. Yes! Yes! Flat 3 mortal wounds to that vehicle. Got 10 wounds on that tank, now we're going to hit you with the Lich Guard. They have 15 attacks, got +1 to wound as well against you. Lich Guard, 2, 3s to hit. Bam, that was really, really good. +1 to wound is 4s to wound. Bam. To that many with the Lich Guard, +1 to wound with my Obeisance Phalanx ability. 4-ups. Take 3 damage, down to 7. 7 wounds remaining, the Deceiver stepping up, 8 attacks on 2s. Gets 4 1s. Okay, 5s to wound though. But bam, makes CP reroll, why not? 3 of them? No, only 2 of them. AP3, 5 invuns, fails both, takes 6 damage, he's on 1 wound left. Now my Scarabs, can they do it? Scarabs got 12 attacks, hitting on 5 lethals. Give me lethals! Lethals! You got 2 lethals! 1 hit, 6 to wound. Die if you roll me a 1, sir. Roll me a 1, please. 2 wounds go through, AP0. 1s. 2 of them. Oh, you don't die! The tank doesn't die. And that doesn't give me any points for Mark for Death or Bring It Down. But that will end the Necron turn, and we'll push now into the final turn for the Custodes. The end of turn 5, my friend. Good game. The Custodes do concede defeat. I think it's just a bit too mathematically impossible, and it's too late in the day for the Custodes to wipe the victory from the Necrons' hands. So the Necrons have claimed the day, and the final scores on the doors was 50 to 35 before you scored your turn 5 secondary, and you could have scored a bit, but not enough. So the Custodes concede, the Necrons win it in the final turn. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed. There's been chaos and destruction, and the Necrons just about scraped the dub. What went well for the Custodes, my friend? Post-game thoughts, here we go. Did well to kill the Silent King and the Void Dragon in Overwatch, that was nice.
Dunno.
Okay.
Not much.
Even better if?
Don't leave things alive on 1 wound. That's a...
And
you're going to have a big problem if you do that.
MVPs.
Deceiver for the Necrons, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Trajan's unit
for the Custodes, who held it down but weren't enough to win the day. And yeah, for the MVPs, the Necrons, Deceiver, I would agree. What went well? Deceiver. I think I did a good job in taking out... I won the center with the Deceiver. He came in and kind of clutched at the end. You did well to kill the Void Dragon, but the Deceiver, he managed to... Where the Silent King and the Void Dragon failed, he prevailed. So yeah, and then even better if probably not losing is... The Void Dragon Overwatch was quite painful. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one on Shed Gaming.